Did you know? Subject 4, putting the sprayer on the road. If you've ever followed a sprayer on the road and you see all the blinking lights and you do all that stuff, you know, after a few minutes, those lights don't really mean much. You just kind of tune them out. And that's just what we do as human beings. It's just hard to always remember those lights. And it makes it difficult when you start to make a left turn. When you make a left turn, most people believe that you are slowing down to let them pass before you actually make the left turn. And so it didn't strike me, it struck me as this particular video showing one of these accidents, and this person was going to make a left turn. Most people are turning onto roads. You and I, in this particular, in ag, are making left turns more often than not onto lanes. And as you'll see here in just a second, this person was going to make a left on this piece of concrete that went into the field. Nobody that's driving behind you would ever think that that's going to be your left turn. And so when you start to slow down, they think that you're letting them around. And as they pass, you make the left, and you get these car accidents. So, for instance, one of the things that we'd like to see you do when you start to make that left turn is to actually go ahead and take the center line. So this is just a couple of vehicles behind it. And you can see here on the very top piece, you can see the tire of the tractor trying to basically take up the road. And it's telling the people behind them that you're not slowing down. And if they're still confused, they're going to be confused still, because you're in the middle of the road. And that's going to make them pause for a second as you start to make your turn. And it's a technique that's used by many, many growers. Now, the problem that we got are the lights. These lights on this equipment, they get dirty. They're not very bright. They're single bulb lights. We are now going to lots to LED lights that you can see on your left. On your right, the yellow light, you can see the difference even in broad daylight. So what we've been trying to do here is to be able to put actually an arrow, and for about 40 bucks, we set this one up on the bottom, and you can see it on the bottom of this on the left sprayer. And so it's a way of still trying to communicate to the public about what we're doing on the road and our ability to make left turns. In this particular one, what I want you to notice, let me get it turned on here. Okay, for some reason. Okay, don't know why. We'll redo this piece here.
Okay, so what's happening?
I don't know. That one was working. Oh, it can't. This machine can't read it. That's never mind. It can't read
Okay,
it.
okay, all right.
It reads it online, but that's so.
Oh, so there's an online, can I keep a copy of this?
Yeah,
And
yes,
the address
yes,
be there and I
yes.
could,
Yeah, I can get it here. So,
okay.
or I could just cut it out from here.
Okay.
You can just.
Oh, yeah.
So okay. So doing something as simply as putting on some signals here, doing some extra things can help protect you on the road. An example of anticipating what the public is going to be doing while you're taking all kinds of equipment on the road. And so it's up to us to anticipate what they will do, since they really don't know what it is that we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish. And you can see here as I go over this ridge right here, over this road, first of all, notice how wide I am. And you can see here the mass confusion that's going to take place as I am coming down the road. And if you'll look at the first vehicle that we're coming up on, we're both confused, but finally that one pulls over, and so we're going to take the road. We probably should have never got off the road, but we're going to take the road, and then see what happens behind it as people begin to pile up. We don't have a lot of cars, but you can see here people are just confused as to what they're supposed to do and who has the right of way. And if you looked at the width of this piece of equipment, of the sprayer, you can see here that we are wider than the actual road. So again, there's a lot to this, but we have to anticipate. And then another idea is whether or not a trailing vehicle is good or bad. That is, we have somebody behind us with lights warning the public. It's a general consensus that this is no longer a good idea because cars that are approaching this now now have two vehicles to deal with. Not right or wrong, some people still prefer to have that. So did you know that putting a sprayer requires a lot of skill? What we have is a publication that we will provide to you that will show you some of the details that we are talking about here.